Hello and welcome to this super cool hang we're having this morning here at the Schultz Garden in Austin, Texas. Here part of South by Southwest 2024. And as tends to happen here for us at South by, just pinged a couple of our friends to see what they were up to, some engineers we knew in town, and hey, we happen to be doing a broadcast for the local public radio station. And maybe there's some consoles and cool Allen Heath stuff you should check out. So we headed out, and lo and behold, the folks from Word Productions happened to have a couple Allen Heath SQ, some DX168 stage boxes, even a Z in action here. So really cool rig to capture front of house, route audio around, have a backup plan in case the uplink for the broadcast happened to fail. All sorts of cool, magical stuff going on with the broadcast mix. And of course, always fun to check out dinosaurs on stage, which I guess is just a thing that happens here in Austin. So let's hear what the folks from Word had to say about their use of Allen Heath consoles. Howdy, dudes.
What's going on, bud? We're just talking about your gear.
You're just talking about my gear?
Yeah.
What?
So I'm Travis Kelly, the operations manager for the events team. The Word Company with an E, WERD.co. Come get us. Travis Kelly.
I'm John Accord. I'm a senior project manager at Word, and yeah.
Awesome.
How much we love the Advantage.
I was going to say, I was doing one yesterday, and the guy, and it's like, nobody's had their hands on him enough. I'm like, I need to see these out in the world, right? And I'm doing a show at the Grackle in a parking lot, and they've got an Avantis, and the guy's like, hey, bro, I've literally had 8 hours on this test. And I was like, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine.
I own one personally.
Yeah.
Really? So what do you think about the Solo? So you own the full, the double screen. Which
So,
I guess
I haven't used the little
If I could be 100%, I got so spoiled on.
I think we're gonna be 100%.
I got so spoiled on the D Live that some of the routing was a little frustrating on the Avantis, but aside from that, I really enjoy it.
Yeah, nice. And I think for folks who are coming from Avantis, it is a different headspace. Certainly just as time progresses, things kind of change a bit. So Avantis coming after D Live, some of the stuff actually comes back around. I think so some D Live updates might hit back at some stuff we figured out for Avantis, and the SQ kind of moves, and we'll put that into CQ.
Yeah.
Our new little tiny guy.
Did you guys put D-Pack plugins in the SQ now? Are we doing like?
Yes.
I thought it was a separate license.
Because Schubert was telling me about this, and so you can do like get multiband and stuff on SQ now.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so SQ has additional, you can do essentially individual effects that you add on, or packs, like a compressor pack, EQ pack. Obviously, if you're working with this in the box already, pretty cool. It's a good set of tools.
Right.
But if you need just the gigs I'm doing, I need much more powerful compression. Just go to the website and download it. And the cool thing too is it gets locked to the console. So for a production house, it's not like you got to show up and have your thumb drive.
Your eye lock and shove it in.
I got to get to the internet real quick to be able to now. It's just, once you turn it on, I guess technically maybe a way to think about it is it's already in the desk. All you do when you activate it is just say, go ahead and use it.
Yeah, you just have a key gen, you type in or whatever?
Yeah, so there's a code on the inside when you get into the utility screen that basically has its DNA or its code.
Right.
You go to the website, put in that code, and it ties it together. Now you've got the cool stuff.
Gotcha.
And up to you. You can do them onesie, twosies. You can do the whole pack of the extra stuff. And I'm obviously biased, but I think it's pretty reasonable. I mean, they're not like $2,000 for a compressor. I mean, some of them are down, $700. Yeah, so basically as you're going through, if you go into utility and add-ons, so in here you can see basically the tube stage preamp is one that you can get for free. And then the others are add-ons here. But yeah, as you look in here, you can get a fancier opto, a 16T, like a 16T. Yeah. Yeah, same through, so whether you want an opto or more of a, all the various styles of compression. So yeah, Well, that's cool. I mean, already if you guys are hopping around and using SQ and even without the super cool bonus add-on stuff, I think that'll take it to a whole other level.
Yeah.
And particularly with dynamic EQ, multi-band compression stuff, that's where it's like pretty heavy duty.
Like I was so stoked with the Avantis, like having that kind of processing power, and now that coming into the SQ, that's huge.
Yeah, and phase coherent, not adding any latency. It's all calculated, keeps you all lined up so you don't just end up muddy at the end.
Yeah.
And obviously you could use waves. We support waves if you got a waves card, and some folks love that.
Yeah.
Once you go out and start to do that stuff, if you're not careful with latency compensation, it can get a little bit fuzzy. You got extra work at least, and no one wants to be doing math.
Sure.
So this the kind of cool thing is it's built in. It's not gonna crash like an external server, and it does the math. Basically, it's already doing the math.
Right.
It already knows it's assuming it's running everything.
Does the Solo is it the same processing power?
Exactly.
Same thing?
Exactly.
Just smaller circuits.
Yeah. Other competitors.
Like D-Live, it's all the
same
shit, just circuits.
Exactly. Yeah. Other competitors, as they scale down, will drop channels out on their comparable models. And with Avantis and Avantis Solo, it's exactly the same except the fader and sockets.
Right.
But it's same 64-channel processing, same if you want to add the other plugins and things, go for it. Yeah.
S-Link will ever go to 96K?
S-Link is 96.
Oh, well.
So it
joke's
will.
on me.
It'll do it.
Yeah.
For you.
Joke's on me.
It'll actually, what's really happening.
Over a single can?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so the S-Link, essentially the console is always running at 96. If you've got an older stage box and you're going into like our older AR or AB, which is at 48, it's obviously gonna, once it hits the console, will keep at 96. It's not gonna make those sounds.
Right, it's not gonna convert it.
Get up samples, and then all your effects are still 96.
Exactly. So it'll play nicely with the older boxes. But if you're with DX 168 or anything new DX, you're plugging it in, you're already sticking in 9610.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's what we're running. We got 2 DXs up there.
Perfect. So Travis, how has it been so far? We've got the sun coming out. Look at this beautiful day.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You never know what you're gonna get during South by. I mean, last year it was freezing cold. This year it's muggy. It's always gonna be at least one day of rain. But we're here, and it sounds great more than anything. Thanks to y'all's desk. We've been running it, broadcasters running it, and we didn't even plan it. And I mixed on an Avantis last night. So, I mean, we're so stoked to have you guys.
Really cool. Well, we had a little bit of a chat about some of the add-ons to SQ, and I think as you had said, you knew you could add on D-Pack to Avantis, but the SQ add-ons were something you hadn't really dug into yet. What are your thoughts on that? And maybe from a production company side of things, any thoughts you've got there?
It's really exciting because, I mean, as a front of house engineer, I do operations now, but we always kind of thought about Avantis as like, we're gonna have the Avantis out front, and then the SQ is kind of, is supporting that in our festival rig. But now, as portable as that footprint is, we can really bring that processing power to front of house in any place. So, I mean, that's one of the things I felt that was missing. I was like a little shy about jumping on, but now with all that, I'm all in.
Nice. Well, we'll hold you to that. No, just kidding. So yeah, it's super cool, and that's why we're here. To help you guys kind of see what the new and latest and greatest stuff from Allen Heath is. Make sure we're getting good feedback from the field, and most of all, hanging out and listening to dinosaurs.
We had a bit of a problem. There was a language barrier, and nobody spoke dinosaur. So
nice.
It took us a minute, but luckily SQ, that workflow really kept us on time. So appreciate that.
Allen and Heath, when you need to mix dinosaurs, the only choice.
It's true. Some things never change.